Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy. We have Khushi Aggarwal with us. She has got All India rank 9 in the CLAT that just happened. She's, I'm guessing, heading to NLSIU Bangalore. Uh, and we are here to understand her journey and learn from it. So, Khushi, first of all, congratulations. How are you feeling? I'm guessing by your smile, it's very excited.
Yes, sir, very excited. And thank you so much, sir. Not just for congratulations, but for everything. Like your Gyan really helped, I think. Yeah, it was just amazing. All the videos you did for Star Group, it really helped. And I'm just excited to go to Bangalore. And maybe I can meet
Yes.
Manhar Bansal there. Yeah, this is, yeah, I'm his fan really. So I really want to meet him if I
हाँ
can.
हाँ वो तो रेडी है ज्ञान देने के लिए वो तो हाँ?
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
chalo. So let me talk about one is that you you studied for 1.5 years,
Yes,
नहीं?
sir.
तो
Yes.
ये जब एक लॉ का जो you want to do law ये कब से
Yeah.
शुरू हुआ? पहले से था कि
Yeah, we were planning it from like ninth standard only. My father wanted me to do this, and I wanted to do this too, but I was a little bit confused after 10th because I like everything. I like biology, I like maths, and I hate those humanities subjects or pole science or history. I hate them. So I didn't want to take humanities. But then I also wanted to do law. I wanted to do like many things at a time. So in fact, in 11th, I took commerce for 5 6 months. I did that. Then I finally decided that I'm going to do CLAT, and I changed my school. I shifted from commerce to humanities. Yeah, so I did everything late. I think everybody was starting from April in 11th. I started from October. So initially, I was like, सबको सब कुछ आता होगा, मुझे ही कुछ नहीं आता होगा. मैंने लेट एडमिशन लिया. But then I saw like सबका मेरा वाला ही हाल है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Yeah.
तो तुमने बायोलॉजी शुरू हो गया बायोलॉजी क्या क्या था बायोलॉजी मैथ्स तो साइंस नहीं था मन में वो सब नहीं था
Yeah, before 10th, I was thinking of medical. Then I changed to commerce. Then I changed to humanities.
नाउ वी आर गेटिंग इनटू लॉ बट देन लॉ इज अ करियर एनीवे सो इतना डाइवर्स है तो
Yes.
उसके बाद कुछ भी कर सकता है बहुत सारी चीज कर सकता है सो एक बार अपना विल टॉक अबाउट योर जर्नी मुझे पता था तुम्हारा मॉक का स्कोर पहले 60 के आसपास थे ना व्हेन यू
Yes, sir.
स्टार्टेड
70, I think. 65,
70
70, you can say. Yeah.
yeah 65 70 से तुम so when you started this journey okay what were your target I mean did you think that you'll get wherever you get at this point in time or वो your target था top 5 था कि ये बैंगलोर ही जाना है ऐसा कुछ था target
Top five was my target. Even just one day before CLAT, my target was always top five. And even when like I was scoring like 70, I knew I will not get into top five with 70. But I knew I'll work hard. I will make it. I know a lot of people are saying that they were demotivated and all. I wasn't really. Yeah, I can't lie about it. I was happy all the time. Yeah, in 11th and 12th, even when mock scores were not that good, I was still happy. Yeah, I didn't worry too much. I actually take fun seriously.
तो
Yeah,
ये
so that.
इसका वो राज क्या है what is the secret here that with a score like 70 80 and then you still have you're taking the mock test I'm guessing every week हर हफ्ता mock ले रही है
Yeah.
स्कोर ऐसे तुमको देख के बोल रहा है ये क्या है and then you're still happy then you're still fighting इसका
Yeah, I
what is the
think
secret
it's three reasons. First of all, I watched Areeb's interview last year. He was ranked 78, I think. And he said this in his interview that if it's a good mock, it's good. If it's a bad mock, it's even better. So I literally followed it for like 1.5 years because I think he was right. Like, whatever mistake we do in the mock, in the bad mock, we don't commit it in CLAT actually. So it's actually important to have bad mocks, I think. So that was the thing. And then I read a lot of books. I'm a reading nerd, you can say. So I'll learn a lot of things from books and actually implement them. And also my family is really chilled out, sir. Yeah, they're even more chilled out than me, I think you can say. They never
हाँ
worry
so
too much. So that, like, the
so
family background is like that.
तो ठीक है मतलब I'm sure that while you are chilling हम ये तो तुम्हारे लिए this would have been a serious stuff for you right
Yes,
effort
of
the
course,
mark
it was serious. That's also the reason because everybody told me that if you worry too much, it won't happen. Like if you panic in the mock scores will go down. And I was so damn serious about CLAT that if CLAT requires me not to panic, I will take it as a task. Like it's like doing 1 year GK or like taking sectional text. It's just like another task for me not to panic, and I was naturally good at it. So yeah.
हाँ तो you're naturally non panicky girl Yes,
Yes, yes,
बिंदास, whatever happens
yeah,
happens for the good times. चलो
yeah.
ठीक है. So तुम्हारा जज ये क्लैट प्रिपेयर में, if during a class preparation, what do you think according to you, right? People are listening, Kushi.
Hmm.
Okay, what do you think according to you are the most important things for, मतलब इससे ये करना ही होगा types, 2 3 things that you can think of.
First of all, give mocks regularly, once a week, and don't go about crazy and like give 3 mocks a week. That doesn't help. Just give 1 mock per week. Like I give it on Saturday or Sunday mostly. Then analyze it properly. Like 4 5 hours. Take 4 5 hours. Analyze it properly, and just do GK. Though it didn't really help this year, but it's important to do GK. Yeah, it's important to do GK. So that's the only 2 things you can do. I know, there was so many like, class sheets and sectional tests in the aspiration account. So many questions like we can do. There are so many things we can do, but not everything helps directly. So I didn't really much attention to the books and modules we get. I was more focused towards mocks.
Acha, so basically, you had all these material, but you chose to do something that you felt that was beneficial to you. ये
Yeah,
mocks क्यों पकड़ा
it was
तुमने
more
सब में?
beneficial because I saw the results coming from mocks. Like for example, if I know that my critical reasoning is weak, I'll solve 200 questions. I'll do from everywhere, not just career launcher. I'll do from everywhere. Telegram, on Telegram, everything is available, right? Yeah, so I can do that, but that didn't help in the next mock. So, and I wanted results really fast. So instead, what I saw that while analyzing the mocks, like maybe if I attempt reasoning at like third place, maybe that can help. And I did that in the next mock, and it helped. So that was a more faster way of doing it. I think that's why I did that.
So basically, what is saying mock to mock, and you said the analysis.
Yeah.
Analytically, what is your routine? तो routine क्या था? Analysis मतलब क्या करती थी?
Mainly I think the way I attempt the mock, like first of all, I what I did initially was I just did it in the order it was given in the question paper: English, GK, legal, logical, maths. But then I figured out that my English was good, but I was not getting that much marks in English because I attempted in the first place. Yeah, everybody says that attempt your strong section first, but that wasn't working for me because what happened was I always got the questions in the first passage wrong because for the first 5 minutes I was not really able to concentrate in the thing. So instead, I started doing GK first because GK I wasn't anyhow good at GK. So that was not a really panicky thing that GK मुश्किल आ गई तो क्या होगा. So I did GK in 5 minutes, and that was like a warm up exercise. And after that, everything went good. Uh, yes, and I attempted maths at last. Though my maths is good, I still attempted it at last because in the last 10 to 5 minutes, if sometimes I panic, so that doesn't really influence maths because maths I can do kitna bhi chinta mein ho, maths I can do in the last 10 to 15 minutes with accuracy. If I do any reading section in the end, I will definitely get negative marking. So I did that's how I decided I'll do maths at the end. And other sections also I like experimented what's working out for me, what's not, because I my legal section was strong initially, but then I think like CDC 17, 18, 19 legal section was very weird, and I think like maybe I should attempt English first. Yeah, then I started doing GK, English, logical, legal, and then quant. And I saw that English in English marks improved, and legal it didn't really matter. It was same only. So I think this is beneficial. Let's do this. So I kept on experimenting till I think May. Yeah, I finally decided in May that this is what I'm going to do in GLAT.
तो मैं तक experiment कर रही थी.
Yes, in May I
अच्छा.
finally decided this.
Okay. So what I'm hearing, Kushi, is that at the end of the day, everybody will have to figure out for themselves what works for them, right?
Yes,
तुम्हारा strength अलग था, अलग है, किसी और का अलग है. So eventually you have to figure out what works best for you. But what I can also hear, and that's why you think mock help. There is one more thing I'm hearing. GK was not your strength, is it? I just you
no,
slipped it. Did you say that? Huh?
yes, sir. My GK was
Okay.
not very good.
So what I was saying is that I was talking to Meenal, rank two.
Hmm.
Okay, she also told me that her GK was not a strength. So मुझे क्या लग रहा है? There are not many people who would have consistently got very good score in GK. They would have seen the GK paper and they probably got panic.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys,
Yeah,
anybody didn't affect you, and you guys
yeah,
kept your cool.
yes,
So one thing is that always important. I think that in the class, you never know what kind of level of difficulty is going to get. You have to keep your cool. So how did you? So you तुमने बोला है कि you always as a person who keep your cool, or is it
yes,
that
sir.
are there times when you doubted and So कभी हुआ था मॉक में कभी भी कि तुमने कुछ गड़बड़ किया? I think
Yeah,
you
of
had
course.
some.
I had bad marks. Like sometimes you are getting like 100 and then you drop to 80. Of course, that happened with me many times, but I didn't get demotivated. That's what I will say. Because my friend, she used to say that we are getting ranked 250. How will we make it? There are 249 people who are above me who are more intelligent. What will I do? And I just said they're not more intelligent. Okay, yeah, intelligence is not required. I think they know the right strategy to give the mock, or maybe they know the right strategy to do GK. That is what they did, and they figured it out. And maybe I'll figure it out a bit late, but I will. Yeah, they're not more, because if you think that somebody is more intelligent, you can't do anything about it. But if you think
Correct.
that somebody, yeah, maybe is a bit, doing more smart work, then you can. I read it in a book. I am really influenced by books actually. Yeah, I read
Okay.
half of the things in books and half of things in Topper's interview. Those are my like two sources of motivation. I read it that if you think you can't be rich, you will obviously not be rich. But if you start thinking, how can I be rich? Then maybe you can do it. So I started thinking, how can I get into top three or top five, whatever. So this
So
is the way I think
uh,
everybody should
so
think.
your attitude was, I don't care currently
Yeah,
how many people are beating me.
yeah,
Okay. I
definitely.
don't care, but I'm
I
going to
don't
fight
care.
very hard,
Yeah.
and I'll continue this journey. I'll continue my process. Right. Very interesting, Kushia. That's a good perspective. Let me actually get to asking to you about various sort of each subjects in terms of your preparation. A significant chunk of your CLAT is comprehension, right? You have to read stuff, whether it's legal. Were you always good in that? I think I'm hearing that you read a lot. So
Yes, sir, I
did
read a
it
lot.
come naturally to you, or you still had some struggle with respect to the preparation those areas?
Yeah, you can say, sir, I've been reading since childhood, and still I started with 70. So you know the story, I think. Yeah, because Manhar said this in interview last year, because he was like reading since childhood. So in the first mock itself, he got 105. And I said, I'm also reading from childhood. I'm still starting with 70, and everybody who's not reading also starting from 70. So how is this benefiting me? Yeah, but it helped. It didn't help at that time. I think I didn't realize, but when I kept on reading, my reading speed increased so much that really helps, sir. Yeah,
So
that
what is your
it
reading
was
routine?
in
So what? Sorry, you were saying
one
something.
mock. What happened was I got 124. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sir.
No, no, please continue. Please, you were saying something. Yeah.
I was saying in one mock, it happened that I scored 124, and I submitted the test 10 minutes before the test. My reading speed was so good that it submitted it 10 minutes before the test in one mock, but that didn't happen in CLAT. Just one mock I did that, and in that mock I got 124, like my highest ever.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
reading books really
So
helps.
but you've been doing that. So is there any specific reading that you did for the CLAT, or is there apart from the, let's say, books,
No, so I
कुछ
just
specific
like
here?
reading, and yeah, I read for relaxation. You can say I just read for relaxation. I didn't read for CLAT. That did help, but that was my hobby time, like when I was reading. So yeah, I didn't read
So
specifically
so
for CLAT.
now, yeah, of course, at the end of the day, if someone has got a habit of reading, then the comprehension is natural, and that works. So you also that your maths, you're fine with maths, is it? You started okay with maths, or that's that's what I heard when you
Yes,
said
I
that
was fine.
maths is
So I was
kuch
saying
to
that
issue hai.
initially I did one set of maths, then I started doing two sets, then I started doing three sets. So I always knew how to solve the questions, and also speed was good in maths. I just needed the time, that extra 15-20 minutes in the end to solve it, and I did it. As I gave on marks, my speed improved, so I had that time. And I saw that lot many people don't really do maths because they attempt it later on. So that was actually my strength. That and in fact in CLAT, I attempted 14 questions in maths. So,
Without maths, I don't think that you can get to some of the top colleges. मुझे नहीं लगता
no,
है.
sir. No, sir.
So for those of
Correct.
you, so it's not like CLAT math is difficult, I think, but it is important that you work on it.
Huh.
So तो GK के लिए तुमने क्या किया? What were the kind of stuff that you did for GK?
GK, sir, I started making notes from October from the Hindu. But I was so lazy about GK that I will never pick up that book and read anything about it, from never revising GK. So, uh, I recognize that this is not the right way of doing GK for me, at least. I can't do this. So, I'll have to figure something easier and more effective. So, I started doing weekly manthans, and because there were some very important topics like Russia Ukraine crisis, you can say. So I did those topics from other sources like Drishti IS and Wikipedia and Indian Express and whatever. And all those information I just copy pasted in the Manthan itself. So whenever I revise the Manthan, I revise it completely. So I just did weekly Manthan and that little bit extra work. I didn't do anything very much comprehensive. And you can say it wasn't even needed because the CLAT GQ was just so weird. Because people who
So
even did that
did you get
got
the
around 20. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so it's I don't know what CLAT, it's a different discussion altogether. तो
But
तुमने
I think I was
Zelensky
sort of
क्वेश्चन किया कि नहीं
expecting
किया?
it actually. Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Zelensky Zelensky
I got
सही
it
आया कि
right.
नहीं
I
आया?
got it. Say yeah. Yeah. I was actually expecting GKB to be like this because this is what happened last year. So I thought maybe they can do it this year too. And anyhow, I wasn't very good at GK, so it just didn't matter.
So this was, oh, I think seems to be that this paper was made for you. I think this was your day.
I don't know. Maybe they thought that we want more reading type of people, not learning type of people. People who are good
हाँ,
at reading and comprehending. Yeah.
they should just
I
not
don't know.
have the GK. I think ये मेरा पर्सनल
I
ओपिनियन
don't
है
know.
बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे क्लैट प्रिपरेशन द मैक्सिमम टाइम स्पेंड्स इन दिस GK prep only. You keep
Yes.
spending time after time after time. You have got so many data. And then the type of question that the CLAT gives. I don't know next year what will people do. They will go crazy in terms of क्या पढ़ाई करूं. Anyways, so
Yeah.
let's with that in mind, I want to ask you. So imagine, let's say that somebody comes to you. Let's say I'm a student. I say I'm taking the CLAT. Now the next year the CLAT is happening on December,
Hmm.
right? So we have got July, August, September, about 5-6 months with us.
Hmm.
What should I do? Okay,
Do weekly
what will
months and figure out the important topics, very important topics, and do a little bit from Drishti IS, Wikipedia, whatever source you want, and do a little bit from that and analyze the GK of मतलब mocks की GK analyze करो. This is what everybody does. This has been happening. Maybe it didn't work out this time because the GK was weird, but I think this is the right strategy. At least for
start
me,
for
it was.
GK?
Yeah.
So sorry. And what about in general their preparation? What should they do? In general, your advice in terms of what should they do in your in the normal preparation for the CLAT?
Yeah, I'll again say that just keep on giving mocks, keep on analyzing mocks, just do that and do GK. That's the only thing I can
I
say because I didn't really
correct.
do that modules thing. So how can I recommend that to anyone? I didn't do the from CLAT books, from topic test, sectional test. I didn't really do that much. So obviously I can't say that. And I didn't take any test series
So
मतलब, apart from career launcher. Yeah.
तो एकदम आउट एंड आउट
I'm
करियर
saying
लॉन्चर
I
की
just
बच्ची है ना.
didn't give any test. Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
the
sir.
तो मैं बोलता हूँ then so okay, people might get the, so let me clarify to people listening. Okay, so on an average, to how many hours would you spend for your studies, CLAT studies,
I
towards
don't know
closer?
why are people so obsessed about how many hours. Yeah,
So
I
I'll
actually watched other interviews of rank 2 and rank 7 also. Everybody is like, how many hours, how many hours. It doesn't matter, yeah, how many hours. I never saw how many hours. Sometimes it was like 10 hours a day, sometimes it was just 2 hours a day. So I never saw how many hours, but I think give 7 to 8 hours, that will be fine. Yeah, toppers don't
so
work 18 hours a day.
so the reason why I'm saying
That
this,
is
Khushi,
yeah.
no, इसका एक रीजन था. मेरा रीजन ये है. So when people are hearing, अच्छा, she only took mock test, so it's like chill work. What I want to say that you worked hard. So for her, when Khushi is saying that she is doing a mock, which means she told that she is actually spending 5 hours analyzing the mocks, and then subsequent to that you are working towards ensuring that whatever the problem that you have in the mocks, you're working on that
Hmm.
as well. This is I
Yes,
think what I'm hearing. And then of course you're reading and you're doing your GK. Wonderful.
yes.
So tell me, in this journey, is there any persons you would like to give a shout out to, people who helped you, people who motivated you?
If there is such a long list of persons that I want to thank that the whole day will be over, my list will never be over. Yeah, so obviously I would like to thank my parents, of course, and the CLAT people who made GK this way because that also helped. Otherwise, I would have never been ranked 9, right? Yeah, I want to thank my parents, my brother, all the teachers. Like Batra sir, he was the head of Career Launcher Panipat. I mean, he is the head of Career Launcher Panipat. Yeah, so he helped a lot. And all the teachers at Career Launcher, like Kandarp sir, Siddharth sir, GP sir, and you, sir, of course. Like, oh, it's just list lemon ends. Of course, my friends. Yeah.
So now you're heading to National Law School, Bangalore. I'm guessing that at this point in time, you're just going to go through the process, figure out your journey, or do you have something in your mind in terms of what is that you want to do later in life?
My parents were actually thinking about judiciary, but I'm saying like they just figure out in 5 years. We'll see. I mean, I'm not really sure of what to do after that.
तो तुम्हारा
We'll
फैमिली
see.
में और lawyers है? Is there is
No, sir.
other
All businessmen.
you're the
All businessmen. Yeah.
okay because your
All
father is saying
businessmen.
judici
All,
huh.
no, but he wants me to be judge. Yes.
Okay. You're saying all businessmen. You say you're saying something else also. Businessman or कोई है
And
businessman all business
maybe some doctors. Yeah.
businessman doctor. So you are the first lawyer in your family. That's
You can
and the
say
first
that.
lawyer in your family is going to National Law University Bangalore. That's awesome. So all the very best, Kushi.
You can
It's
say that.
wonderful talking to you. I wish you the very best and congratulations uh, for this wonderful achievement of yours.
Thank you so much, sir.